the 2025 Banana Ball World Tour Championship. It is game one of the semifinals between the 1 seed, the Savannah Bananas, and the 4 seed, the Firefighters. 360 behind the back. What a trick play. Tornado catch at
that's what I like.
Super Race. Johnny is dialed, one of the toughest pitchers to face in the sport. Ron Franklin Jr. This is fair down the third baseline. Hot boy Ron cruising into second. Peanut cranks this one down the left field line. That is fair. Ron Franklin Jr. will score easily. This one deep out to the gap. And Bridges secures the first point of the night. Bradford Webb, 6 shutout innings. And Bradford Webb fired up.
Bananas, 3 quick punch in the inning. 1 minute and 38 seconds for Webb. Stephen Cullen will take it behind his backyard. And the Firefighters win game 1.
It was a thrilling 1-0 victory for the Firefighters on Thursday night behind 6 scoreless innings from Bradford Webb and then a 9-out save from Ben Dumb III. A win tonight sends the Firefighters to the Tour Championship final, while a Bananas victory will send us to showdowns to decide the series as we welcome you inside with Josh Talevsky, Biko Scala. Thank you all so much for spending your Saturday night with us here in virtual Banana Land. Well, the Firefighters' victory on Thursday night, I'm sure a shock to most. The Bananas have had a lot of trouble here at Grayson Stadium in 2025.
Yeah, what should not be forgotten is the fact that the Bananas were 9-16 playing in Grayson Stadium throughout the regular season. Most of those losses came against the Party Animals, but we still saw a lot of struggles for the Bananas offensively, and pitching has really been the big story so far throughout these semifinal games. We saw Bradford Webb 6 shutout innings in game 1, Delano 8 scoreless last night, and the Nanners have to figure out something offensively if they want to send this series to a deciding showdowns.
And the big story of the playoffs is the new rule in our young sport. The equalizer point means that the away team can claim a point that the home team does not have a chance to get. They have to have more trick plays than the home team at the end of 8 innings, and they will get that bonus point going into the 9th.
Yeah, and it's made both of these teams play at their absolute best. We're averaging over 20 trick plays per game in this span.
Let's take a look at the bracket. 2 games into our first ever Tour Championship. Forget about that. Let's get it down to Sam Bauman.
Hey, Biko, Josh, I couldn't wait for you guys to get it to me either, because I'm talking to Dan Obers, a leader, a veteran with this Bananas team. Dan, coming off a tough loss 2 nights ago, what's the mentality? What are you saying to the boys in the locker room for this one tonight?
Yeah, I mean, you got to tip your cap to Bradford the other night. Threw really well, but I don't know. I love this. A lot of guys on this team have been here before. We have the opportunity to do something really cool. So every at-bat matters, like I told you, 1 pitch at a time, see what happens.
Dan, you seem calm. You've played in these big games before, but there seems to be a calmness about you and some of the other veterans.
Yeah. Hi, Jesse. This is just what we do, man. I don't know. I want to have the big moments. I know a lot of these guys do too, so 1 pitch at a time, and like I said, see what we can do.
Dan, willing to make some new scabs here tonight?
I'll run through that center block wall if I have to.
I absolutely believe it. Biko, Josh, back to you guys.
Thank you very much, Sam. Dan Obers was talking about big moments. The Bananas have got to hope they're going to get one from Noah Niznik tonight in his 2nd World Tour, named a 2025 Banana Ball All-Star. And in his career against the Firefighters, Niznasty 7-0 against this ball club. Bananas hoping it'll be 8-0 tonight.
Quick look at the Firefighters lineup that opposes him. It is identical to their lineup Thursday night. At the top, Liam Spence, then Dalton Cornett, Logan Lacey, Joe Leto cleaning it up, followed by Dakota McFadden, Mason Maxwell, Stephen Cullen, Ron Franklin Jr., Caden Green, and Noah Bridges to round it out.
Banana Nation, it is time. On 3, we need everyone here to yell, start the clock. 1, 2, 3. Showtime.
Leading off.
And away we go. The Bananas' backs against the wall. They need a victory to force showdown tiebreakers that will decide the series. A Firefighters win would mean a 2-0 sweep, and the 4 seed out of 4 teams would be the first squad to punch their ticket to the 2025 Tour Championship final. Fastball just a bit inside to Liam Spence. And the former Chicago Cubs minor leaguer ahead, 2-0. Not productive at the plate, 0 for 4 with a couple strikeouts on Thursday night. It made a huge impact in the field. 4 trick plays to lead the Firefighters, and a really acrobatic play on second as well to secure a trick play for Logan Lacey.
And it was pretty impressive considering Spence was coming back from a hand injury, played such a crucial role defensively for the Firefighters. And he batted .342 in the leadoff spot during the regular season. Now skies the 3-1 up into the infield. Ryan Cox will tip it up, and Kyle Jackson will haul it in via the barehanded catch. It'll only go down as a trick play for Ryan Cox to start tonight's ball game.
He had 210 trick plays across the regular season to set a new tour record, topping his 207 he had a year ago. That's trick play number 4 in the postseason. Ties him with Spence for the postseason lead. And now Dalton Cornett with a ball and a strike. He was 1 for 4 in his first ever Banana Ball postseason game. Our young sport continues to evolve. Cornett's been around just about as long as anybody. This is his 4th tour. After his first 3 were in the black and pink with the Party Animals. And boy, has he been a hero for the Firefighters in his first year with the team. Facing his squad, batting average, on base percentage, tied for the team lead. And homers, doubles, runs scored. Stands alone with 22 runs driven in. It's been a banner year for Cornett. No surprise there. On a hop, Ryan Cox, a high throw, but a nice stretch from Eric Jones Jr. And 2 trick plays on 2 outs for the Glove Magician.
Well, this is not the part of the field that the Firefighters were hoping to hit to start tonight's game. Cox, nicknamed the Glove Magician for good reason, and already has each of the first 2 outs for the Nanners, and both of them trick plays for Coxie.
Logan Lacey, a big swing and a miss on the fastball. He's got to look out for the heater, changeup, and curve primarily, as it's another bouncer to Cox between the legs. Kiss the banana ball over to first. A 1-2-3 inning for Niz Nasty. 3 trick plays from the Glove Magician. Couldn't have scripted a better top of the first for the Nanners.
Nobody was better at inducing trick play outs this season than Noah Nisnik. He led the tour, induced 48.5% of his outs that became trick plays, and Ryan Cox justifiably fired up as the Nanners off to that hot start they wanted.
Let's get down to Zach Staten.
All right, boys, I'm down here with Liam Spence after a 2-month injury break. He comes out and gets 4 trick plays on Thursday night. That had to feel real good, didn't it?
Yeah, it was real good. It's just good to be back out here with the boys and just having some fun out in the baseball field.
Now, you guys really helped to get the equalizer point. You were close to getting it last year or a couple nights ago. How big is that tonight?
Oh, it's huge. I mean, a lot of the games we played this year, we would lose by 1 point, so we know how big that point is and how important it is. So we'll just make the plays when it's given to us and just see what happens.
By the way, on those in between the legs plays, just be careful, man, all right? I want you to have a family at some point.
I appreciate it.
All right, there you go. There you go. Kids at home, wear a cup, by the way. Let's go to Austin Temple on the mound. Biko Josh, take it away.
Staten always looking out for his boys. Thank you for the time. That goes to Spence as well. Austin Temple, fantastic across his last 5 starts.
Yeah, and his last 5 starts has the earned run average below 1, but in that span, 8 runs allowed for Temple, only 1 of them earned. So the Bananas have been able to get some runs across him. It's been because of a lot of faulty defense behind Austin Temple. So these Firefighters defenders are going to have to be at their best tonight.
And let's feast our peepers on the Nanners starting lineup. At the top, as always, it is David Ray Meadows, then Ty Jackson, Dan Oberst, and Reese Alexiadis in the cleanup spot. Bill Leroy, Correll Prime, Kyle Jackson in the middle, Eric Jones Jr., Ryan Cox, and Jackson Olsen, the bottom 3.
Well, the Bananas only had 5 hits in game 1 of this series. 4 of those 5 hits were infield singles. They were without an extra base hit in the ball game. They have got to figure out a way to hit for some more power tonight and hopefully get more guys in scoring position as well.
4 of those 5 hits came from the 2 guys at the top of the order, as that one does not get far enough away from Joe Lytle. For DR to try and steal first base, who's tied for the tour lead with 4 steals of first, gets jammed on the 1-0. And Caden Green calling off Liam Spence, double trick play to start the Firefighters' evening defensively. And just like that, they're within 1 in the trick play department.
And it's Liam Spence continuing to stick to his bread and butter. Another catch under the legs for Spence. And that's what you have to do if you want to collect those double trick plays. Add another element of difficulty. And Spence could have gone behind the back as well. Under the legs, though, really what he's enjoying.
Why fix what ain't broke? Ty Jackson, just like DR, in front of him. 2 for 4 on Thursday night. Ty was actually the only Banana who did have a hit that reached the outfield. Used his speed to leg out his other single. No extra base hits for the Bananas so far in the postseason. It's because of Bradford Webb and Ben Dunn. Brilliance from the both of them. And Austin Temple looks sharp early. The 2-2. Excellent job by Joe Lytle. Smothering that. The count is full. Payoff coming from the former Astros minor leaguer. Ty fights it off. Bender looked like it had the top of the zone. Got to look out for a low 90s fastball, curveball, sweeper, and splitter. Goes down swinging. Looked like the sweeper there from Temple. And Lytle grabs a trick play on the drop third strike. So just like that, looks like we're even in the trick play department. We'll get another look. No look at the supposed trick play. He goes between the legs, though. That is clean as can be.
From my book, it's good for Joe Lytle. Good pitch from Austin Temple, off speed, tough for him to haul in, and winds up making a trick play out of it. So smart IQ there from Lytle.
2 balls and a strike on the always dangerous Dan Oberst. The Bananas with 31 extra base hits here in his 4th World Tour, 7th season as a Nanner. Not thrilled with the strike call by Hunter Ives. And it goes down with a mighty swing and a miss. Some more words between Oberst and Ives as Temple picks up a couple Ks and matches Nisnik with a 1-2-3 first.
And despite 2 strikeouts from Austin Temple, the Firefighters are also able to draw even in the trick play totals tonight. Already 6 in this ballgame through an inning of play.
Get a look at it. First play of the ballgame, tip drill from Cox to KJ, and then the glove magician. A pair of opportunities to go between the leg. He went between both legs. 3 right off the rip for the Nanners, and then first play defensively. The Firefighters with the double trick play, and Lytle between the legs a few times to even it up at 3 trick plays each through 1 inning of action. And that's one there. You may be thinking at home, catchers could game the system. They could literally drop every third strike and just go between the legs. It was clearly an accidental drop third strike for Joe Lytle, but I think something to monitor is
correct.
Trick plays for the first time in Banana Ball history actually can get you a point. This is only the 3rd game we've had the equalizer point in play. And that was Joe Lytle's first inning behind the dish on the weekend as well. He was the DH on Thursday night. Went 2 for 4. In the middle of this Firefighters lineup, 1 strikeout. And he has been scorching hot as of late. Deep drive to left. A backpedaling Ty Jackson will tip it up and grab it with the bare hand. 4 trick plays across 4 outs defensively for the Nanners. Now Ty's got to track down the Banana Ball. 1 more look, and we'll get it down for our Firefighter of the night.
For the DeKalb County Fire Rescue for 21 years. Sadly, on Monday, September 8th, he passed away in the line of duty while trying to rescue a fellow firefighter. Tonight, as we celebrate and honor the life and service of Master Firefighter Preston Fant, please welcome to the field his wife, Lee, and his sons, Nathan and Tim. One more time for the family of Master Firefighter Preston Thant.
An emotional honoring of our firefighter of the night. All the firefighters wearing these black and red wristbands to honor Preston and his life of service for the Decatur Fire Department.
Yeah, really cool for all of the firefighters to rally behind Preston. And in a game that means so much to them, you still see how much they want to honor these people who have really worked hard to keep other people safe. As D-Mac hits this one softly in the air, Eric Jones Jr. tips it up to himself. And then this ball will come off the glove and tumble to the ground. A trick play miss for Eric Jones Jr., and you see the frustration visible on his face.
Well, D-Mac was 0 for 4 Thursday night, but did reach on a trick play missed. So once again, he's the benefactor of putting the ball in play. Good things will happen, and the Firefighters have the first base runner of the ball game for either side. South Trimble immediately inserted the Firefighters' designated runner, can pinch run one time every trip through the order, and Niznik gives him a pickoff attempt. Well, you get a look at the numbers for Mason Maxwell here in his first World Tour. It's funny, that was deja vu. Eric Jones Jr., pretty much the exact trick play that Ron Franklin Jr. boofed in the bottom of the 8th inning on Thursday night. Ben Dum III was able to pitch around it. Now it's up to Noah Niznik to try and pick up his defense, and he's fired 3 straight bad ones to Mad Max. He was taking all the way and gets a pitcher's pitch for strike 1. Same pitch, same result. Boy, neither of those can you really do anything with as a hitter except for spoil it. And Niznik living out there. 3 straight fastballs dotting the outside corner. Mason Maxwell, I don't think thrilled about any of the calls.
Yeah, kind of similar to Dan Oberst. Had some words for Hunter Ives after his strikeout. And it's Niznik and Bill finding the spot that works for them and works for Hunter Ives. Outside corner, and a pitch. It was a real beaut.
Niznik goes right back to the same corner as Cullen bounces one to Cox, fielded between the legs, over to first. Already 4 trick plays on the night for Ryan Cox, as the Nanners are up to 5 on the evening as a team. And Noah Niznik does indeed pitch around that trick play missed. Still zeros on the scoreboard through an inning and a half.
I am over here on the third base dugout representing the grandstands, third base, and left field side.
Yeah, you may have more people in the main grandstand left field, but I got all of right field and the bleachers right here, and we call this the winning section. First song, Shark, here we go.
Let's hear it.
Beautifully done. Grayson Stadium first point goes to the third base and left field side. Off to a good start. Here we go. Very good job, everybody. That point will go to the first base and right field side. We're tied. You know what that means? This is for all the marbles, baby. Let's go. Gentlemen, congratulations. The winner of tonight's sing-off is Bananas at right field side.
Never a devil.
Welcome back to Banana Ball, live on True TV and HBO Max. We're scoreless through an inning and a half. 5 trick plays for the Firefighters. 3 so far on 3 outs earned. Check that. 5 trick plays for the Bananas. 3 for the Firefighters. There's a big hack and a miss from Reese Alexiadis. 4, 5, and 6 in the order here for the Nanners. Ball and a strike on the Bananas right fielder, who was 0 for 4 on Thursday night. This is a part of the order that Tyler Gillum really needs to provide some thump here, with the Nanners a loss away from their season ending.
And Alexiadis led this squad with 13 home runs in 2025. A long ball here would get the Bananas that first point of the ball game as Reese launches this one foul. And Temple, he only gave up 1 home run all season long. It came against this man, Alexiadis, in Denver.
Dead center in Coors Field as the count runs full. And a moon ball out to right. Waiting underneath it. Mason Maxwell will tip it up, but he cannot connect the tip drill. Alexiadis is heading to third. Big stop sign from Tyler Gillum. And that is a colossal trick play missed. Mad Max trying to help his squad catch up to the Nanners in trick plays, hoping to be the first team ever to earn the equalizer point, and tipped it way too far behind him. The Nanners set up for success here in the second.
Well, just like you said, my friend, that ball, a moon ball off the bat of Reese Alexiadis. There are times where it's so high, it is really risky to try that tip drill trick play as Temple throws the pitch above the head of Lytle, and Alexiadis on the very next pitch will slide in and score, and the Bananas finally have their first point in the Tour Championship semifinals.
Doesn't take a hit to get it either. An absolute gift from the Firefighters. A 3-base trick play missed. And on the first pitch from Temple to Leroy, it goes all the way to the backstop. How about that? What a cameo here in the playoffs. Miko Montana celebrates the Nanners' first point earned. Here in the Tour Championship semifinal against the Firefighters. Take a look at what happened last night between the Party Animals and the Tailgaters. 2 batters into the bottom of the second inning. Andy Cosgrove with a walk-off solo home run. Zach Watson with our lone backflip catch so far here in the playoffs, as the Tailgaters tried unsuccessfully to earn the equalizer point. And it was a 5 trick play. 6th inning for the Party Animals. That was a big factor, as Jason Swan, a triple that led to the Armando Becerra walk-off sac fly to make it 3-0 in the 5th. Garrett Delano was the headline of the ball game. One of the best pitching performances we've seen across 316 Banana Ball games all time. 8 shutout innings, just 1 hit, no sprints, with 6 punch-outs, and then Mondo with the big blast. The dagger, a walk-off 2-run shot. In the 8th inning, Taylor Justice and company made it interesting in the 9th. He went from 0-2 to 3-2. Solo home run to get the Gators on the board. Double from Indiana Stanley, a single from Nick Lopez, an RBI single from Taj Porter. All of a sudden, the tying run at the dish, but Mac Danford caught looking at a nasty bender from Drew Gillespie, as it was a 5-2 victory for the Party Animals, and they are a win tomorrow afternoon away from making the first ever Banana Ball Tour Championship final.
And you've got the Party Animals, some of them here in attendance to see what happens in this twist between the Bananas and the Firefighters. And just talking about last night's game, there is hardly a single thing that the Party Animals did wrong. They obviously brought the bats yet again. Garrett Delano, fantastic across those 8 innings. And the Animals had 14 trick plays defensively. It was utter domination all around from those guys.
Here's one of the heroes for the Firefighters in Game 1, Ron Franklin Jr. Had the leadoff double in the 5th off Jared Donaldson, who was cruising through 4 scoreless innings with 5 strikeouts going into that inning. Ron smoked the ball down the left field line, ended up at second base with the double. 2 pitches later, Caden Green, who lurks in the on-deck circle, smoked an RBI double off the left field wall. It was the only run scored in the ball game, as it's a quick 3-0 count on Hot Boy Ron.
And look, before we saw Liam Spence return for the Firefighters, Franklin was the man in the leadoff hole. He now lengthens this lineup and draws the leadoff ball four sprint here in the 3rd. Thinks about going 2 bases for a split second, but opts to stay and take just 1.
Second base runner of the ball game for the Firefighters. The first, that was Nisnik's fault. It was a trick play miss that got D-Mac on an inning ago. And Peanut takes a heater right down the chute. The pride of Berry Hill, Oklahoma, a 2022 Collegiate Banana and Pettit Cup champion at that. Had to leave about halfway through that summer to attend Auburn University. But a big part of Banana's success through that first half of the summer of 2022. Got a championship ring for his troubles, as he patiently awaits a dancing Noah Nisnik with Olson, Cox, and Meadows behind him. Telling the whole story with this boogie. It's like an evolution of dance thing. We got a medley going on.
I think we got a medley on Thursday night.
The heater fouled away. Heck of a job by Niz to dial in. So a pretty darn good pitch after what felt like a minute and a half of dancing. Finding out through the voice in my ears that was a 2020 recap. I wasn't quite dialed in on top 40 music in 2020. I was too busy playing Catan and Ticket to Ride about 2 or 3 times a week. That was my big hobby. Sheep game's always strong. No, I'm just kidding. Sheep are dirt normally. The economy's different every Catan game. Jeez, man. Sheep are dirt in Catan. They can be gold, but depends where the numbers are. Ignore, man. That's the way to pave yourself a road to glory. Called strike 3, inside corner. Once again, a large zone from Hunter Ives. Neither side offensively has been thrilled with it thus far. Nisnik, his second punch out, both have been looking.
Just a good spot yet again, and you got to credit Bill Leroy tonight. Did a nice job framing the pitch on the outside corner against Mason Maxwell. Nice frame against the right-hander in Caden Green as Noah Bridges takes a mighty hack and comes up empty against Niz Nasty.
Noah's 1 for 3, a single sandwich in between a couple strikeouts. As Ron Franklin takes off, throw from Bill is perfect! And what a diving tag by Ryan Cox! Hot boy Ron eliminated from the base paths.
Beautiful throw from Bill Leroy. Watching Ron Franklin super close, only threw out 12.7% of base runners in 2025. That's a massive caught stealing here in the top of the 3rd as Nisnik gets the swing and the miss and is now up to 3 strikeouts on the night and caps off a 3-minute and 11-second inning.
Niz Nasty gets some help from his battery mate. And he does the rest of the work. A couple strikeouts as he faces the minimum. We'll get it down to Jolie Chabala.
To raise awareness and support this community, we created Bananas Foster, the official nonprofit of Banana Ball. This organization is dedicated to celebrating the foster care community while educating and inspiring others to get involved. Tonight, we are celebrating Nicholas Kelly. Nicholas wanted to make a difference in the foster care community, so he became a single foster dad in his 20s. Nick also plays a pivotal role in his family's business, and they offer discounts to other foster families and support them in their journeys. In the last 4 years, Nicholas has welcomed 7 kiddos into his home. So fans, please help us celebrate Nicholas and his family for making a difference right here in our foster care community.
That is yeoman's work that Nicholas Kelly has been doing in the foster care community. And here is how you can support foster families from coast to coast here in the USA.
And clap those hands.
Oh my gosh, YouTube, I'm so sorry. I was enjoying the Banana Band. I should have said hi to you. We love you. We're back in 5 seconds. The Banana Band blasting away as we head to the bottom of the 3rd inning here in historic Grayson Stadium. The Nanners up a point and leading by 2 in the trick play battle, as the Firefighters look to become the first team in our young sports history to earn the equalizer point. They need to out-trick play the Bananas to make that happen. They fell 10 trick plays to 8 after 8 innings on Thursday night. The final tally was 10-9 after Stephen Cullen grabbed a trick play on the final out of the ballgame. But the point is earned after the 8th inning. So you just have to have more trick plays as the away team than the home team after 8. Get yourself a mighty important point. Nanners ahead by 1. 5, 6, and 7 in the lineup. Austin Temple back out there. Bill Leroy with the ball and a strike on him. The Nanners catcher was at the dish when Reese Alexiadis came in to score the inning-winning run in the 2nd on a wild pitch after he reached on a trick play missed. Just a pure gift from the Firefighters to the Nanners, who did not have a point through 10 innings offensively. Up to our final frame as it's a 3-1 count now on Bill, and Maceo Harrison coaching first pulls off his legendary Miley Cyrus wrecking ball dance. Bill tries to send the ball all the way to DeFusky. Payoff is laced deep to right on the run. Mason Maxwell won't get there. Couple hops and it's off the wall as the King of Dublin, Georgia, sliding into second. First hit of the ball game for either side. First extra base hit of the playoffs for the Bananas.
And that was honestly a perfect situation there for Bill Leroy. Temple attacking the outside portion of the plate. Bill said the big adjustment he made throughout the season was hitting to the opposite field. He obviously can make adjustments on those pitches that run inside, but oftentimes his goal is to try and hit the ball out to the opposite field. Does so successfully to start the bottom half of the 3rd.
Now Correll Prime. That one scrapes the outside corner to even up the count. He's 1 for 3 with an infield single on Thursday night and a perfectly placed fastball. Temple goes right back to the well as he jumps ahead.
Well, despite only starting 54% of the time in the lineup for the Bananas, 36% of Prime's combined hits and ball four sprints this season resulted in walk-offs for the Bananas. That is unbelievably valuable for a guy who's playing 1 out of 2 games every series.
Another 1-2 and a flail and a miss. Downright gnarly breaking ball from Austin Temple. That ball was caught cleanly, so I don't know why Joe Lytle was throwing it down to first. Oh, I see. There it is. We talked about it earlier. Joe Lytle trying to farm trick plays. He caught it, then dropped it. No trick play on that. Shattered bat from Kyle Jackson between the legs, and oh, disastrophe! Liam Spence lost the handle and then threw the ball away. And the Firefighters are doing everything they can to gift the Bananas points. It's 2-0. Once again, horrendous defense from the Firefighters, the cause of Bananas notching a point.
Well, among all 4 Banana Ball teams this season, the Firefighters had the lowest team trick play success rate. And of course, they played a really clean game on Thursday. That has not been the case to start this one on Saturday. Trick plays miss each of the last 2 innings, lead to 2 points for the Nanners.
And once again, kids, the old adage holds. Good things happen when you put the ball in play. Nanners up 2-0 through 3.
On your mark. Get set, go. And they're on. Look at the pace on these babies. Ella Bear is making the first move. But there is Breyer. Ella Bear's going strong. Look at the pace on Ella Bear. Breyer's chilling. Ella Bear's still going strong. Very little movement in the back. Look at the speed on Ella Bear. Here comes Breyer. And an unbelievable dominating. Wait, she hasn't reached yet. She's sitting at the finish line. And we got to come back here. Wait, we got to come back. Mom, don't reach. You can't touch. Here we go. It is Collins coming back. Ella Bear's reaching. Here comes Collins. And Ella Bear's still at the finish line. Collins is making a face. She's coming back. This could be a huge come behind victory. Ella Bear's at the finish line.
Joining us on the mic as we head to our 4th inning of play tonight, the man with the 2nd most trick plays on the entire tour here in 2025, the Doctor, 129 of them in all, and David Ray Meadows. You are hot, my friend. Thank you for joining us.
What's up, boys? Glad to be back, man.
Talk us through what's happened so far tonight, because it's been you guys putting the ball in play, and the Firefighters, after a tremendous defensive performance Thursday night, have crumbled under the pressure early.
Yeah, we finally got on the board. Thanks to a couple of missed trick plays. I mean, we can take what we can get, though. I mean, those guys are battling, we're battling. It's a dogfight out here. Thursdays was a dogfight, and it's intense. It's a lot of fun, that's for sure.
Now, DR, for the first time all season, we saw on Thursday you and the Firefighters really duking it out for the lead when it comes to trick plays. They were clearly at their best. What was it like for you guys to get back into that dugout, or at least go out defensively, I should say, and try and overtake the leads that they would sometimes command?
It's kind of just our game, man. We just been doing trick plays all year, so it comes like second nature to us. So now I feel like it's a little bit more fun for us to compete for trick plays now that, they got a little chip on their shoulder, and it's like, well, we're the king of trick plays out here. Let's do them.
Yep, completely makes sense to me. Payoff pitch to Liam Spence.
See ya. What?
The leadoff man in the ball game and the inning for the Firefighters. Heater misses just low.
Where's that, Bryson? Huh? Where's that?
Just a bit down. Grayson Wheeler.
I love Bryson.
Fellow Peach State native, just like yourself.
Oh, yeah.
He liked the look of it out from his umpiring spot behind second base. But he's not calling balls and strikes tonight. That would be Hunter Ives.
Yeah.
Now Dalton Cornett, who grounded out into a trick play from your shortstop, Ryan Cox, and wraps this one through the 4-hole. Spence is going to go station to station. A lot of respect for the tremendous arm of Reese Alexiadis. And the table is set 2 on and nobody out.
I'll tell you what, it's a different game with this equalizer point. You really got to know the situation now and be smart about things.
Lacey also grounded into a trick play from Cox his first time, as he's going to give our man on the mic an opportunity. Our man on second. Backflip catch, he sends it anyway, and the throw's going to come into second. Spence will tag. The inventor of the trick play on the mic. DR, what's going through your mind when that ball's in the air?
That ball's, mid to further back in the outfield. I don't know if I'd have had a chance fielding it clean on Spence. He's a quick runner. So hopefully that ain't cost the team a run, man. But we did get a trick.
Well, that's the thing, is finally, at least, that does help you guys in trying to deny the Firefighters the equalizer point. So there's another layer of strategy added on, as there's a ball and a strike on Joe Lytle. He flew out into a tip drill trick play by Ty Jackson out and left his first time, and he's going to shank this one down for a knock. Spence could cartwheel in. He'll choose to jog instead. RBI single for Joe Lytle.
Oh, there's the point.
He's been seeing beach balls, hitting .417 across the final 15 games of the regular season. And the Firefighters a chance to earn a point with Dakota McFadden. The man who's going to be swinging it here at the center of the run-scoring celebration. Well, the Firefighters dance, deservedly so after scoring a run. DR, you're one of the few guys around here who has won a Pettit Cup. You have experience with playoff baseball in Grayson Stadium. How similar is the atmosphere, the vibe here in the Banana Ball playoffs as it was in the Coastal Plains League playoffs summer of 2022?
That's exactly what it takes me back to, is those, that 2022 summer at the end when we competed here and, celebrated, man. It's fun to have that, competitive atmosphere out there, especially out of the guys. You see it from both sides. It's just a lot of fun.
Ball and a strike on D-Mac. Here in his 5th World Tour, second with the Firefighters. Reached on a trick play, missed his first time. South Trimble pinch ran for him, was stranded on first. And there's that inside corner. Isnick and Leroy have been peppering it on righties. Same spot, the outside corner on lefties. He's going back in there.
There we go.
And strikeout number 4 on the night for the St. Louis kid. Another look. Good old country hardball.
Yep, high and tight on Dakota McFadden, and some nice movement at the very end as well.
Now Mason Maxwell, who struck out looking, had a 3-0 count, got 3 straight fastballs right on that outside corner, a couple of them low outside corner. Did not love any of the calls.
Come on, Ned.
What's going through your mind here? 2 men on, 2 outs. You running through all the possible situations?
Yeah, I'm just ready. There should be 3 outs right here. Come on, baby.
KJ,
Come on,
Ty,
Kyle.
and Cox converging.
There we go.
And it'll be
There we
Kyle
go.
Jackson. Not a lot of room to work with, but KJ able to make it happen. DR, thank you so much for joining us on the mic.
Thank you, boys.
Best of luck the rest of the night.
Thank you, DR.
Another look. The fine play by K-Jack. Up against the wall in foul territory, but a run across for the Firefighters.
Hands up in the air. Here we go, Sharks. Knock those hands. You guys look good. Raise those arms. Keep it going, get those hands up. Keep it clapping as we shuffle. Now let me hear you sing it. guys are amazing. Give yourselves a round of applause.
And you should be giving yourselves a round of applause at home as well, YouTube. Want to make sure you folks know how wonderful you are. Chat's been awesome tonight. Fired up, understandably so, for Chief. Do a little balancing act during Hey Baby.
I love Chief.
Josh and I got a good pet session with Chief.
We've had it each of the last 2 games.
Josh, you asked him a lot of questions today. He did not give you one answer.
No, I figured we might, be at that point where we have a nurturing relationship. We've got a good rapport.
Breaking down those walls.
Turns out we weren't as far as I expected.
Well, I haven't heard Chief say any words yet, so I don't think it's a you thing. In just 5 nights, we will unveil the entire 2026 Banana Ball World Tour schedule and the additional 2 teams that, combining with our current 4 squads, will make up the first season of the Banana Ball Championship League. It'll be live on ESPN2, ESPN Plus, Disney Plus, and right here on the Banana Ball YouTube channel, 6:30 p.m. Eastern. We will kick it off as EJ has to jump out of the way of that one high and tight. Austin Temple out for a 4th inning of work.
Yeah, this is a big inning for Austin Temple. In innings in which he has entered with the lead, he has only been able to hold that lead 36% of the time for the Firefighters as Eric Jones Jr. lifts this one into shallow left field. Green will tip it and wind up making a running snag after the tip to secure another trick play for the Firefighters.
Pulls them within 2. They're down 4 trick plays to 6 behind the Bananas as they pursue the equalizer point that only the away team can get. Ball and no strikes on Ryan Cox, the shortstop. And make it 3-0 on Coxey, who has been sliding a bit as of late. Was 0 for 3 on Thursday night. And doesn't have to take the bat off his shoulder here. Big turnaround first. He will slam the brakes. Our first ball for sprint that the Bananas earned tonight. Firefighters defense stout as per usual. And now we're going to get a specialty walk-up from Jackson Olsen in the 10-hole with the inning tying run aboard. Nobody works quicker than Jackson Olsen. The Life of a Showgirl. Taylor Swift's new album, I don't even think it's 48 hours old yet. It's already got a custom walk-up to the title track. A very cute cameo by that youngster.
You've given it a listen, right?
I have not yet. You really had to out me to the entire Swiftie universe?
I haven't listened to it either.
Okay,
no, I can take a bullet.
Yeah, that's okay. Robert Anthony Cruz still mending that broken wrist, hoping to be back by the Banana Ball All-Star Games, October 23rd and 25th in Clemson and Auburn, respectively. And now that is 7 straight battlings from Austin Temple. He's got to find it. He's got to find it fast because the inning tying run is at first. Olsen represents the inning winning run. And there it is. That ends the streak. Still Jackie's count. As he bounces that one up the middle, backhanded stab, under the leg flip. Liam Spence from his rump somehow grabs a trick play to kick off the double play.
Similar to what we saw on Thursday night from Jackson Olsen. Sweet sliding play from Liam Spence, and then has the wherewithal to flip this one under the legs to start the double play. Firefighters draw within one.
And right here, I got a new game for you guys. This is Flash's Love Dash. I got Maya and Brian here. They have been together for 4 years. I'm going to take Maya and Brian around to each base and quiz Brian on how much he truly loved his girl. But if he get the question wrong, he get a pot to the face. Are you guys ready? All right, let's go. Come on, quick. Oh, you don't have to move faster than that. Come on now, Brian. All right, here we go. First question. Brian, what is Maya's favorite restaurant? 3, 2, 1. Salsas? That is correct. All right, so second best. Come on now, quick. We ain't got much time. Yeah, get the knees up. Oh, yeah. You can't leave your girl. You already failing. Come on now. All right. Second question. What is Maya's favorite movie? Clueless, is that correct? Yes. Ding, he got it correct. Come on now. He doing a good job. All right. These are the 2 hardest questions here. Here we go.
Speaking of Banana Ball All-Star Games, we've got 2 of them this year for the price of 2. It's going to be awesome. And by the way, here on the Banana Ball YouTube channel, that means 3 o'clock, October 23rd and 25th on the Banana Ball YouTube channel. First at Clemson University, then Auburn University, taking on those collegiate squads. 2 of the best baseball teams in the country, facing off against the best of the best in Bananaland. It is really an exciting pair of events.
Yeah, it's going to be a real blast. Exciting to see Auburn test their banana ball skills for the very first time. And now we focus back in on this ball game. The Nanners up a point, and it's a new man taking the mound for the Savannah Bananas. Cowboy Kyle Lewis, who pitched on Thursday night and collected 4 strikeouts across 2 innings.
Hey, look at his numbers in relief, coming in for the 6th and 7th. Kept the Nanners in it, struck out the side in the 6th. Was able to pitch around a trick play, missed in that frame. And then ended his evening with a double play. The 8th year Banana, throwing to his fellow 8-year Banana, Bill Leroy, behind the dish. Guys who spent 4.5 years together at the University of North Georgia, and 1 pitch in. Nice scoop by K-Jack between the legs, in time over at first. Kyle Jackson, 1 pitch into the 5th. Gives the Bananas a little wiggle room in the trick play fight. They're up 7-5 now.
And even though we saw the 4 Ks from Cowboy Kyle on Thursday, 42.5% of his outs included a trick play across the 2025 World Tour. That's a big reason the Nanners are bringing him in for a 2nd time in this semifinal.
Ball and a strike on Ron Franklin Jr. He worked the ball for a sprint and then was caught trying to steal 2nd back in the 3rd inning. Victim of that Lewis cutter that has become such a weapon here in his 4th World Tour. Goes right back to the well this time. Franklin wise to it. The 2-2. Just misses a tad up and out. Heck of a take by Hot Boy Ron. Earns himself a payoff pitch. And he has to jump out of the way. That just misses the inside corner. And Ron's going to test the Banana sprint defense this time. Not a clean exchange between Alexiadis and Ty Jackson, the 6th and 7th. Meaning the final 2 Bananas defenders behind the pitcher and catcher who had to touch the ball before it's live. Good hustle there from the crowd of New Orleans, Louisiana. Meanwhile, Val Perez, the skipper, getting involved with Mad Max and Peanut. What a collaboration on the walk-up. The one sheep, two sheep, one of my favorite things that I've seen in a walk-up all year.
I mean, not only is she leading this team from a managerial strategy standpoint, but she's also trying to help lead the way from an entertainment standpoint in a game of extreme magnitude for her squad.
Soft liner, it's going to find turf. Franklin stops at third. Caden Green, 2 for 3 on Thursday night. Now 1 for 2 here in game 2.
Yeah, he's having a great series for the Firefighters, and this is coming after he batted below the Mendoza line against the Bananas throughout the regular season, getting hot at just the right time.
Toughest guy in the Firefighters lineup to double up. The Bananas badly need a double play. Ball and a strike on Noah Bridges. Went down swinging his first time. That was against Noah Nisnik. He ended up going 4 innings of 1-run ball. 2 points earned, 1 lost. Now a 1-2 from Lewigs. Soft contact left side. And KJ calls off Cox. Tip drilled to his shortstop. And a second trick play on the inning for Kyle Jackson. Nanners up to 8 on the night.
And he communicated before the tip to Ryan Cox. This one was going to come right behind him. Cox set himself up in perfect position. And if you're in trying to induce contact, if you're Kyle, that is exactly what you were hoping for.
Run-saving stop by Bill Leroy as we're back to the top of the order. And Liam Spence worked the sprint his last time. Popped out to a Cox, to KJ tip drill to open the ball game. He serves this one out to right. What a clutch piece of 2-out hitting from the Aussie. Spence drives in Ron Franklin Jr. Hot boy Ron has now scored 2 of the 3 Firefighters runs in the playoffs. And we got ourselves a little Rapper's Delight. It's Ronnie Franklin leading the charge. What a time for Liam Spence's first career playoff hit in banana ball. Grabs a stake for his troubles. Fires up the boys. They've got a chance now to tie this game in the all-important points department.
Just a professional piece of hitting, and it doesn't surprise you from the former Cubs minor leaguer and superstar when he was at the University of Tennessee. It's a guy who in his college career at one point reached base in 50 consecutive games, and now was able to get on base for a second time tonight and pick up a stake.
Heck of a resume from Liam Spence. Same can be said about Dalton Cornett, who wraps this one to center straight at the doctor. Meadows hardly has to move. As the Firefighters push a run across for a second straight frame, they turned it into a point in the 4th. Seeing if they can do it again here in the 5th. Let's get it down for a bare naked lady race.
Iconic. Oh, we got some Canadian fans out there. They're from Canada. So we're going to go back and celebrate this with the bare naked lady race. Fans, it's family friendly here always, so please, this is how we will have this race. First, in the outfield, please welcome the bear. All right. Now, representing Naked, please welcome Naked Juice. Naked Juice. And to add to this, please welcome a lady. Yep, just a lady. Fans, this is the bare naked lady race. And we're seeing who's going to win. Fans, if you think the bear's going to win, let me hear you. If you think Naked is going to win, let me hear you. All right. Want a Naked fans or the lady? All right, the bare naked lady race. On your mark, get set, go. And here they go. The bear is taking down Naked. Naked and the bear are literally fighting. And the lady is getting ahead. Here comes the lady. Lady's in front. The bear is losing his head. What is going on? All right, bear.
bears some serious resemblance to Andy Archer.
That's where I know that guy, of course.
First and last time we get the bare naked lady race. Congratulations to the lady. Top of the order for the Nanners, Austin Temple out for a 5th inning of work. So a lot of trust from Val Perez. He just earned the point in the 4th, seeing if he can do it against Meadows, Ty Jackson, and Oberst here in the 5th, as it's a 1-2 count on DR. Inner center fielder popped into a trick play, a double trick play at that, his first time, and lost this one out to right, catching it the traditional way. Mason Maxwell had a trick play miss back in the 2nd that led to the Bananas' first point, was taking no chances as the Firefighters try and even this ball game up.
And obviously they're trailing right now in the trick play battle, but Maxwell, at least in this moment, understands, I can guarantee my team another point on this board, up a run here in the inning. Might as well make a quick early out for my guy Austin Temple.
Bounding ball up the middle, Peanut from the other side of second. What a play on the run to nab the very speedy Ty Jackson. Aiden's been putting on a clinic at short so far in his young Banana Ball playoffs career. And a couple quick outs for Austin Temple and company. They are 1 away from knotting this game at 2 points each. Dan Oberst stands in the way. Gets a bender on the outside corner for strike 1. Spiked ball. Good job by Lytle, making sure it doesn't get too far away from him. Dan stole first twice here in his 4th Banana Ball World Tour. The odd part happened in the exact same game. He's behind a ball and 2 strikes.
And he's one of just 4 players in Banana Ball history to steal first twice in the same game. Joining Malachi Mitchell, DR Meadows, and Dakota McFadden. All guys playing in tonight's ball game.
Chopped to the left side. Peanut will grab a trick play this time, just in time to nab Danny Barrels. And Austin Temple with a 1-2-3 frame. The Firefighters have won back-to-back innings. Through 5, we are tied at 2 with the Firefighters down by just 2 in the trick play department. Zach Staten. What a vantage point. Oh, getting tricky with both.
Can you guys see me?
What do you mean, Vincent? That was in!
Oh, no!
We are going to have some fun here tonight, I can tell you that.
You're right, past Zach Staten. We are going to have some fun tonight as we say hello to current Zach Staten in the barrel with Val Perez coaching third
What's
base.
up, everybody? Yeah, wait, well, hold on a second. Hey, I'm over here. Third base side. Hey, there we are. There's Val, by the way. See, the last couple times I've been behind the mound, I've been knocked over 2 out of 3 times. That's a 66% chance I'm going to get knocked down, so Val's going to protect me a little bit. This is why she's a former firefighter. Hey, we're coming back now. 2-0 start, now 2-2 game. What you think right now, Coach?
Absolutely.
Oh, that's a big bomb. Ty Jackson. Oh, I was close. Hey, you got the team together after a 2-0 start. You basically told them to calm down. How have you liked their response?
Absolutely. These guys are bouncing back. We got a little tight pretty quick. we had to remind them that we're in the driver's seat right now, so we got to take advantage of that. We have a lot of tools in our arsenal. We've got plenty of time to use them.
Joe Lytle's about to set his son. Something's happened with Joe Lytle. Hold on. Dude! Val, his head's on fire! Val, you're a former firefighter. Is this safe?
Absolutely. Joe can handle it.
You heard her first here. The former firefighter says go for it. All right, Joe, please set the ball on fire. You think I should duck down? Okay. Okay, here we go. I duck, you get behind the barrel. That makes perfect sense. Oh, okay, we're safe so far. See, we don't get... Yes.
That is definitely still on fire. He's got a firefighter hood underneath his helmet. That'll work.
Well, he might have set the ball on fire because Carell Prime had a little trouble catching that up in the glove. Joe Lytle's on first. He grabbed the helmet. I'm not sure if that's safe either. The thing might still be on fire. I'm worried about Joe's thumbs now, though, at this point. Like, did he just set his thumbs on fire?
He probably shouldn't have hit in firefighter gloves, but I don't know that. I think maybe Evo Shield is onto something new and some FR batting gloves specifically for our team.
Yeah, this is a very interesting situation. Now, you got D-Mac up. What's the strategy here? Do you want to be aggressive with Joe coming over from first?
Absolutely. We're going to go first to third. D-Mac's a pretty technical hitter. He's here to do jobs and not try and do too much. He's always got a slow heartbeat. So I'm liking our odds right now.
1-2 count right now. Val, have you ever been in a barrel?
Negative. I intentionally stay out of that. I'll let Matt take care of that.
Joe stealing, and he's safe. All right, so Joe Lytle at second. D-Mac just struck out, but boys, hey, here's an opportunity, right? Val's got to go coach third for a minute, so I'm going to take this for a second. Nico and Josh, I just want to say the view from here is a way different view, but I feel so much safer.
I'm very envious of you.
See, I'm envious of you, though. You get some AC up there, man. This flannel is so hot. Come on, bounce through. Ooh, Jackson bounced it! Oh, he's safe! Oh, now we got runners on the corners. Hi, Joe Lytle! He's a little busy right now to talk to me. Or his ears burned off, one of the two. Oh, we got a review. Pico and Josh, take it away, boys, for a moment.
Sounds great, Mr. Staten. We're looking at it here. It's up to the umpires down on the monitor, and this call is not going to be overturned. It's the right call by Seth Markham, our flippable first base umpire.
He's a ninja. He's got super eyesight, right? Like, he's not going to miss a call like that.
I don't want to be the bearer of bad news, Zach. I don't think he's actually a ninja.
You don't think he's an actual ninja?
I've never seen a certificate, any kind of,
Hey, I'm not saying he's a ninja necessarily. I'm just saying you haven't seen him and any of the members of Assassin's Creed in separate rooms. They're always together.
They're always together?
Yes, that means they're ninjas.
Huh.
That's how my brain works.
The Assassin's Creed folks are ninjas too?
Yeah, I think so.
I'm learning a lot tonight. Sticky situation here, Zach, for Cowboy Kyle. Runners on the corners on an error and a trick play missed from his defense. He's trying to pick his boys up.
Nico, did you like his hat yesterday as Nicholas Scala?
I loved it. I felt right at home.
You rock that thing, dude.
Felt like a true tailgater sideline man.
Oh, come on through. Ah. Well, boys, this brings my time in the barrel to an end. It's been a wonderful situation. It's been a wonderful moment. Val, we appreciate you sticking by. We got to go to a break. You want to say anything to the audience in 5 seconds?
I'm going to end the way that you started.
Okay. Do want to thank our friends at YouTube and the people at HBO Max for joining us. And if you're on True TV, thanks for building a DeLorean and going back to the future with us. I'm going to climb out of this like it's a spaceship. Hold on a minute.
You're a legend, Zach.
It was a thrill, as always, Mr. Staten. Great to see Sean McCluskey. Right-hand man there to help our dedicated barreled sideline man get back to home in the Firefighters dugout while the Bananas perform in front of our full capacity crowd here in Grayson. A lot of laughing faces and LOLs in the Banana Ball YouTube chat after Val barreled over her own sideline guy.
Chat, feel free to let us know where that hit ranks among all of Zach Staten's barrel appearances.
Good call. There's been some fantastic promotions between innings tonight. Yes, it's playoff Banana Ball, but there is always the show within the show. And Reginald Horton and Andy Archer with front row seats to the madness. In fact, Andy Archer in the madness in bear form as the Bananas, our most recent guests out on the field, dancing us from the top to the bottom of the 6th inning. We are knotted at 2 points each, 4, 5, and 6. Middle of the order due to swing it for the Nanners as Reese Alexiadis, a high drive deep to right, tracking it down just shy of the track. Mason Maxwell for out number 1. Pretty similar ball. Reese's first time was a mile high. Mad Max tried to tip it, turned it to a trick play, missed. Alexiadis came in on a wild pitch. 1 pitch later, that's how the Bananas got their first point.
Look, Austin Temple's settled in pretty nicely since allowing back-to-back points in the 2nd and 3rd innings. Got the double play to end the 4th with a man on first, and ever since then has been absolutely cruising.
Now his former collegiate Bananas teammate. Temple played with Bill and Kyle summers of 2018 and 2019. As that one's past the dive of Peanut and into left. Bill Leroy continues to be the bane of the Firefighters' existence. He's now 2 for 2 on the night. This is a guy who hit .525 against the Firefighters here in his 8th tour.
And now, including these playoffs, Bill Leroy 4 for 7 against Austin Temple in 2025. And the Nanners are keeping him on the bases right now.
The second time tonight when he doubled to lead off the 3rd. Tyler Gillum trusted his 8-year man to stay out there in scoring position. Ended up coming around to score on the trick play missed by Liam Spence at 2nd. Ball and a strike on prime time. He went down swinging his first trip to the dish. A couple Florida boys dueling it out here in Chatham County, Georgia. Check on Bill. And he's back easily. His counterpart, Joe Lytle, throwing behind him. As Prime, sky high to right. Maxwell will barehand it. No, he comes up empty. Second trick play missed of the ball game for Mason Maxwell. And Austin Temple continues to have to try and pick up his defense.
Again, this has been the story of Austin Temple's season. We mentioned at the start of the show, 8 runs allowed in his last 5 starts, only 1 of them earned. We've seen a handful of trick plays missed tonight from the Firefighters. And Maxwell, usually pretty sure-handed with that bare hand catch, is unable to haul it in and right.
That's 3 trick plays missed. Less than 6 innings out there defensively. Now a 2-0 count to the dangerous Kyle Jackson in his first World Tour, 18 walk-offs. As he takes a mighty hack, fouls the heater straight back. He reached on one of the 3 trick plays missed from the Firefighters his first time. It was the walk-off to win the 3rd.
And a pretty solid situation for KJ to be in. Batted .419 with runners in scoring position, but also drew 12 ball 4 sprints in these situations, tied for 2nd most on tour.
That was a 3rd of his team leading 36 ball 4 sprints. Big reason why he had a tour high 481 on base percentage. This one's going to drop in front of Maxwell. He barehands it on 1 hop, and Leroy has to go station to station. Prime up to 2nd. KJ on first. The bags are juiced. The inning-winning run 90 feet away for Eric Jones Jr., who popped out to short his first time. Trick play from Green. The corners are in. Green and Spence up the middle are going to try and turn two on the fourth-year Banana.
And this is where the Bananas have to be better. They were 0 for 6 with runners in scoring position Thursday. KJ finally just tallied their first hit in this situation in the semifinal.
Battle between a couple guys with tremendous minor league resumes. Temple, a career 2.70 ERA. EJ, a career 3.53 batting average in affiliated ball. Begs to question how they ended up here. I'm not here to answer it, just thrilled to have them. Temple a ball away from losing the inning. And there it is. Uncompetitive 4 straight pitches to EJ, who will gladly take the walk-off ball for a sprint as the Nanners retake the lead. They were up 2-0. The Firefighters battled back to 2-2 and through 6. It's the Nanners up 3 points to 2 with 3 innings to play. Look from the camera on Joe Lytle's helmet. Welcome back to Playoff Banana Ball, live on True TV, HBO Max, and the Banana Ball YouTube channel. Nanners up 3-2 through 6 innings of action, and they are up 2 trick plays trying to deny the Firefighters the equalizer point. Zach Phillips is the second man out of the pen for the Nanners. Gets a fastball by Ron Franklin Jr., bottom 3 in the Firefighters lineup due to swing it against the fastest pitcher that the Nanners have.
And he is already working lightning quick for the Savannah Bananas. He averaged 3 outs in 3 minutes and 12 seconds this year, tied for the best mark of any arm on the tour.
That was tied with Ben Dunn, a fantastic closer for the Firefighters, who had a 9-out save for the price of 10 outs on Thursday night. Only man to reach against him was a trick play missed. As Ron Franklin Jr., whose one bugaboo here on his first World Tour has been the strikeout. Tough cookie to start the 7th. He's worked the count full. Pair of ball 4 sprints with a run scored tonight for Hot Boy Ron. Continues to hang tough.
Yeah, putting up a good battle so far. 8 pitches between Philly and Franklin, and now the 9th will come his way, and it is a called strike 3. Phillips clipping the inside corner.
It's been a complaint from hitters all night long. The inside corner on righties, the outside corner on lefties. We gotta start spreading the information through the dugouts as an excuse me swing turns into a trick play from Ryan Cox against his counterpart, Caden Green. The Bananas now with a 3 trick play advantage. And Chief making his first appearance of the evening. Going to give the bat a good sniff. Passes the smell test. He'll take it back to his dugout.
Well, this is exactly what the Bananas were hoping to see from Zach Phillips so far. 2 outs on 10 pitches. Gets the trick play and a punch out. Philly ended the season very strong across his final 16 innings. 3 ball 4 sprints and 17 Ks.
Ball and 2 strikes on Noah Bridges. Swing and a miss. Front door bender into beauty. A couple strikeouts in a lightning quick top of the 7th inning for the former Kansas City Royals minor leaguer.
1 minute and 47 seconds for Zach Phillips, his 27th sub-2-minute inning in his illustrious career.
Get it down to the field for a performance from the Banana Splits. Once we get a full 360 from our camera. There we go. Oh, no. All right, here we go. Impressive performance, as always, from the Banana Splits. And it was an impressive performance for Austin Temple tonight. He was plagued by defensive miscues behind him, but for the most part, able to control his controllables across 3 2/3 innings of credited recorded outs. Of course, he pitched through 6 innings rather on the bump. That's what walk-offs will do to you as an away pitcher. Tyler Riggett makes his playoff Banana Ball debut. Bottom 2 in the order, Ryan Cox and Jackson Olsen, and then D.R. Meadows at the top due to swing it.
Posted a 1-3 record in his rookie campaign, one of the go-to southpaws for the Firefighters. But for Rigg, 10 ball force sprints in his last 8 1/3 innings pitched, with an 8.63 earned run average in that span.
Joe Lytle might as well be a brick wall behind the dish. He's been fantastic tonight, after he was the DH on Thursday night with Cornette, handling the duties behind the plate. Ryan Cox, a ball for sprint his first time. Had a rare strikeout on Thursday night after only 8 across his 4th full season of Banana Ball. Tour best 3.3 ball for sprint to strikeout rate as he's worked this count full. It's 26 sprints to just the 8 strikeouts as he will grab his second free pass of the evening. He's going to test the Firefighters sprint defense. Bang, bang, play at second. And Maxwell not able to handle the flip from Bridges. So for a second time tonight, we saw Ron Franklin Jr. do it to the Bananas. Aggressive base running on the sprint pays off once for each team.
That is unbelievable hustle from Ryan Cox, trying to put the pressure on these Firefighters defenders. He only had a 2-base ball four sprint once this season. Now collects one in game 2 of this semifinal. And you see just how much more getting that extra base means in the postseason.
Jackson Olsen takes the fastball high and tight. Bounced into a 4-6-3 trick play, double play to end the 4th inning. That earns the Firefighters their first point of the ball game. And now he's not thrilled about the strike around the outside corner, called by Hunter Ives. I was saying earlier, interrupted by a ground out from Caden Green. These guys have to start telling each other, if it is anywhere near the outside corner for a lefty, the inside corner for a righty, you've got to fight it off. I mean, it's been a consistent zone from Hunter Ives. Hitters might not be happy with it, but he hasn't called anything I would call anywhere close to egregious, as Riggett and Lytle exploit a little something extra they've been getting on the outside corner tonight. Gnarly slider there from Rigg for his first strikeout. Just one of those situations. If it's anywhere around that corner, it's too close to take. You've got to spoil it. Can't leave your fate in Blue's hands.
And Olsen can have a tendency sometimes to flail at those off-speed pitches. Riggett and Lytle well aware of that. That was excellent pitch calling from Lytle behind the dish.
Third time now through the order for the Nanners. Diving play. Liam Spence robs DR Meadows of a knock. And a big 2 outs after the leadoff two-base sprint. Another look at Spence. Fine snag.
But the Firefighters didn't get a run in the top of the 7th inning. At the moment, that is an inning-saving catch from Liam Spence at second base.
Now Tyler Riggett deals to Ty Jackson, who cranks this one to third. Easy work for Logan Lacey across the diamond in time. And an important donut thrown up on the scoreboard by Big Rigg in his first career inning of playoff banana ball. Strands the inning-winning run in scoring position. Another look at the final out, and let's get it on down for some musical hugs.
Hugs. I got Blake, Drake, Sam, and Jude, and what they're going to have to do is spin and dizzy while the music plays, and when it stops, they're going to have to go give one of our wonderful bananas a hug. Here we go. This one's musical hugs. Here we go. All right, so they are dizzying down here at the bats. Bananas assume the position. Here we go. Gentlemen, we still got a banana. He's still dizzying. My friend, I am so sorry. The music is over. You are free to get off the field. It's time for round 2. Here we go. That's Dizzy. Here we go. Dizzy. All right. The bananas are running. The music has stopped. They are running to a banana. Man, it looks like we have Drake out of the game. It's time for the final 2 contestants. Get to your bats. Let's get the music. Here we go. All right. They are dizzying and spinning. Who's going to be the first to our banana the cheese? The music has stopped. Sam is on his way, jumping into the arms of our banana the cheese. Give it up for your champion of musical hugs, Sam.
In the pitch for your bananas, Austin.
Hey, that Sam cap looks a little familiar. We'll leave that alone and turn our attention to Austin Krasminski. He's having just an absolutely phenomenal second Banana Ball World Tour. Former Cubs and Angels minor leaguer, flamethrower at the back end of this Bananas bullpen. As the Big Boppers, 1, 2, and 3 in the order, Spence, Cornette, and Lacey. And as the Bananas are up by 1, heading to the 8th. And Ryan Cox can't handle the chopper. You know he was thinking trick play. It will be an error in the book, as no trick play was attempted. Once again, good things happen. You put the ball in play just like that. Firefighters have their leadoff man on here in the 8th.
Well, this is why the Bananas bring Austin Krasminski in the ballgames. Not only does he have the high strikeout rate, he induces a lot of ground balls. And on Thursday, all 3 of the outs that came behind him were Bananas trick plays. It's what helped them negate the Firefighters from earning that equalizer point. And you mentioned Krem, a phenomenal sophomore season. That was in big part because of his numbers against the Firefighters, a 1.54 ERA against this team.
Dalton Cornette turns on this, out to right center, and Alexiadis showing off the range. He'll throw behind Spence, who scampers back to first in plenty of time. Good poke by Cornette. He lined out his last time. He's 1 for 4 on the evening. But make him 3 for 4 in Vico's official quality at bat count. Now Logan Lacey, 0 for 3. Ground out to short, fly out to center, fly out to left. He's gifted the Bananas 2 trick plays. And a bouncer over Krem. It'll be flipped to Cox for 1, over to first, in time. Twin killing as the Chris Monster faces the minimum. And the Nanners still up 3-2 going to the bottom of the 8th.
Another big double play in this ball game. Olsen and Cox with the beauty. Nanners still up.
You got that right. It is tradition time. We need everyone to pull out your phones, turn on the flashlights, and all the way around the stadium, we're going to light up the sky here. And let's sing as loud as you can. Yellow. Here we go. Keep it going. We love you so much, Banana Nation. Now let's go, Bananas!
I hope you're all going bananas at home. Love seeing all the hearts in the chat here in the world of tubulars. Fun ball game so far. Nanners need some insurance here. Slightly Madman says it was all pink and black. I'm just assuming that's how he typed it out in the chat.
He was singing it to himself as he typed it.
He sung it to the world. You know, instead of it was all yellow, it was all pink and black.
The syllables don't work.
It's coming from a musical theater guy. Makes sense. Heck of a battle on our hands here in historic Grayson Stadium through 7.5 innings. The Savannah Bananas clinging to a 1-point lead as they try and deny the Firefighters the equalizer point. Ben Dumb, after 3 spectacular innings on Thursday night, got a 9-out save. Faced every batter in the Bananas lineup and retired everybody except for Eric Jones Jr., who reached on a trick play missed. Got Dan Oberst to fly out to the warning track in right for the second to last out of that Firefighters 1-0 win in game 1. And this one lined out to right center. It's going to fall in front of Ron Franklin Jr. So Oberst finally in the hit column. It was only a matter of time. Nanners DH, the model of consistency in our young sport. Now 1 for 3 on the night.
Such a professional hitter and a man who loves facing off against Ben Dumb. Homered against him in Denver and now picks up the leadoff single. And what shouldn't be forgotten, Dan is an excellent base runner. Had 40 stolen bases for the Nanners back in 2023.
That one fouled off of Reese Alexiadis. Fun trickery from Logan Lacey on a foul ball. So Oberst back to first. No balls and 2 strikes on Super Reese. He reached on a trick play, missed. On a towering fly ball to right his first time. Came around to score the inning-winning run on a wild pitch. Had a deep fly out to right back in the 6th as well. Then got him to ground out to first as the final out of that Firefighters Game 1 victory. He's 0 for 6 in the postseason so far. It's on the short list for Banana Ball MVP. If you're looking at nominees, of course, Jake Skoll got to be the favorite. And you look to guys like D.R. Meadows and Reese Alexiadis. Dan off on the pitch. skied in the infield. Stephen Cullen taking charge, just in foul territory, makes the out and heads up base running. Dan Oberst had to rip a hard 90 back from second, and he got there just in the nick of time.
Oddly enough, the Bananas might have benefited from that situation, considering Stephen Cullen knew Oberst had a great jump, was almost at second base when that ball was hit. He knew he could potentially get the double play, so he didn't try any kind of trickery to snag it and immediately flip to dumb as soon as possible.
Heck of a take from Bill Leroy. The bender just misses the outside corner. As this one's popped out of play, ball and a strike on the Bananas backstop. He was one of 2 strikeout victims for Ben Dumb on Thursday night. This coming off a tour where Bill had 24 ball force sprints compared to just 16 strikeouts. He's always been so good with bat to ball, even while adding more pop than ever before.
Big reason he led the Bananas in both WRC Plus and OPS Plus in 2025. And an uppercut swing from Bill Leroy results in another strikeout for him against Ben Dumb in this series. More high cheddar for the Firefighters fireman.
Former Twins and Braves minor leaguer. He's in the Atlantic League in 2023. Took his talents to us here in Bananaland on Bananaball's developmental team, the Visitors, last summer. Was fantastic in that 6-game stint. As Dan got a great jump here. Prime taking all the way. Oberst just ahead of a perfect throw from Lytle. That base stolen on the jump. And the inning-winning run into scoring position. We're going to get a challenge on this. Our second challenge of the ball game. First play was upheld. This will be upheld as well. Good call by Brayson Wheeler, but what is new there? Guys, got ice in his veins. When it comes to the safe out calls, fantastic home plate umpire as well. It's great to get to bring in the best of the best. 6-man crew for every single Banana Ball playoff game. And Wheeler right on top of it, making the correct call.
Further review, the ruling on the field is confirmed.
Prime 0 for 2 on the night. Strikeout reached on a trick play missed. And back behind in the count, a ball and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. Dumb back to the high heat. And he is barking coming off the mound. Fired up. That is 4 scoreless frames across the postseason for Benjamin Dumb III.
Everything has been working for Ben Dumb in this semifinal series. Unbelievable job to stay in the strike zone the entire inning and work himself out of the jam.
What a weapon for the back end of this Firefighters bullpen. After nearly 40 innings pitched on Thursday night, he looked fresh as could be here on Saturday evening. And every run scored counts as a point in the 9th. Let's get it on down to Sam Bauman.
Yeah, guys, Ryan Cox more than doing his part tonight. We're talking 5 trick plays with the equalizer point in play, helping to hold off the Firefighters from getting a point that would tie it up right now. Mentality for this, Ryan.
I've just been doing what we do all year. I mean, just set the train. KJ got a bunch tonight. We're ripping them like crazy. We got a lot of faith in our guys. That's exactly where we want to be. A lead with Danny Hasley on the mound. We feel good.
Ryan Cox, job not done yet. Feel good where we're at?
I feel good. We got to, wrap this one up, and then Showdown's anybody's ball game. But I like our guy a lot. I'll ride with him any day. If we get to that point, we're going to be just fine.
Guys, I said it earlier. Ryan Cox looking dangerous tonight. Pico, Josh, back to you.
I'd say certainly Coxie the favorite for showman of the game if the Bananas can hold on. Their shortstop, a couple ball force sprints, 5 trick plays. And Danny Hasley will set the Firefighters down 1-2-3, finishing with a strikeout on Thursday night. He's trying to send us to series showdowns here in game 2.
15 saves and 19 opportunities for Hosley in the regular season. His last blown save came on April the 12th. He converted 11 straight saves to end the season. And the Bananas love Hosley because he boasted a tour-high 27% strikeout rate in 2025.
Fastball down and in to Joe Lytle, the cleanup man. He was 2 for 4 a couple nights ago, 1 for 3 tonight. And sends this a mile high to center. The doctor patiently waiting, backpedaling, and takes care of the can of corn. 2 pitches, 1 out for Danny Do-It-All. Of course, trick play is no longer a factor with the Bananas out trick playing the Firefighters through 8 innings, 9-6. Dakota McFadden behind 0-1, couple strikeouts, reached on a trick play, missed his first time. As Leroy heading towards his dugout, plenty of room to work. And the Firefighters, 4 pitches into the 9th inning, are down to their final out. Looks like they'll go to a golden batter.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Firefighters are invoking their golden batter. Hitting in the place of Mason Maxwell. Give it up for Logan Lacey.
For the second time in as many playoff games, Logan Lacey is the choice for the Firefighters when it comes to their golden batter.
Was 4 for 8 this season as the golden batter. The only man on the Firefighters to take Hosley deep. And for Lacey, we saw him nearly miss the home run in the 6th inning against Cowboy Kyle Lewis.
Ball and a strike. Got to look out for the low 90s fastball, the 12-6 curve, and the Vulcan changeup. Perfectly placed heater is fouled away. And the Firefighters are down to their final strike. The 1-2 from Hosley. Fouled away, will do it again. That one just missed the outside corner. Bill Leroy thought he had a victory fist pump. Instead, deuces are wild. Look out. Changeup with some bite, nearly got a piece of Lacey. The payoff pitch. Fouled away, let's do it again. He is a scrappy hitter, and he's at his best in the 9th inning. Logan Lacey is 9 for 18 in the final inning of play this year. This one cranked, but to Kyle Jackson between the legs. Terrell Prime does not get a tag on Logan Lacey, according to Seth Markham, the first base umpire. He said Lacey was able to avoid it. And the fans still have their challenge. What a time for it. Can't take it home. The umpires will need clear evidence to overturn the call on the field. Tell you what, so far we haven't seen anything that will overturn this.
Yeah, I would agree with you here.
To the naked eye, live, it looked like Braun had to get a piece of him. But everything we're seeing video-wise, if the call was in our hands, would not be overturned. Should not be overturned. An unbelievable evasive maneuver from the showman, the electrician, guy who was handling low voltage electrical work in his hometown of Tallahassee before joining with the Firefighters last year and turning into their best player. Athleticism is his calling card, and it's on display once again in one of the biggest moments of the year for the Firefighters.
And it's always that surprising athleticism when you least expect it. He will make miraculous trick plays. At times you just would not believe. And now, with the Firefighters' hopes on the line here with 2 outs in the final inning, It's Lacey who appears to have avoided that tag of Terrell Prime to extend this 9th inning.
I would be shocked if this call was overturned. I haven't seen anything close to enough evidence to flip it. Take a look at the glove. Does it move at all? You just can't tell.
There's absolutely no concrete evidence to overturn this.
Well, the umpires are taking a long look at it.
We've gotten no angle. I mean, we have looked at 3 different angles from these cameras. And again, we haven't seen anything.
Stands as called.
The right call. Hunter Ives took his time making sure he got it right. And Logan Lacey turns that ground ball into a trick play missed for Kyle Jackson. The game's tying run on first. A ball and no strikes to Stephen Cullen, who represents the go-ahead as South Trimble pinch runs for Lacey. Count even at 1-1. Cullen 0 for 3 with 3 groundouts, all to the left side. 2 to short, 1 to KJ at third. And a check on Trimble, who has 8 steals, 1 shy of the team lead, and has only been caught twice. Foul ball. And once again, the Firefighters are down to their final strike.
And this is the position Danny Hosley and Bill Leroy want to be in. Cullen finished the regular season with the 9 strikeouts in his final 9 games.
The 1-2. That ball's roped out to left. Ty Jackson, the running catch. The Bananas take game 2, 3-2. And for the first time in Banana Ball history, we will have showdowns to decide a series.
A nail-biting win for the Savannah Bananas in game 2. And it forces showdown tiebreakers to determine the series. Banana Ball.
Great wood from Stephen Cullen. Just hit it to the wrong spot. And let's get it on down. Let's get it to a little showdown hype.
Welcome to the showdown!
One of the greatest catches in showdown history!
Are you kidding me?
In time!
Unreal! Left the arm!
The throw the hole!
He's down!
Are you kidding me?
It's good, my man! It's over!
Showdown! You wouldn't believe it! Welcome back inside with Josh Chalevsky, Biko Scala. The first playoff series in Banana Ball history goes to showdowns to decide the whole thing. Can't ask for anything more.
I mean, it's going to be absolutely exhilarating. We saw some pretty exciting matchups between these teams this season. And the Firefighters were 3-1 against the Bananas in showdown tiebreakers. That's what makes this so interesting. And you can't forget, there are 3 different aspects of showdowns depending on the round. First round that we will see, batter versus pitcher with 1 fielder behind that pitcher.
Yeah, and thank you for getting the graphic off me. I mean, I'm trying to get my face on the camera here. I mean, we're mostly showing what's down on the field. Let's see how we've gotten here as we can finally get my mug off the screen. Take a look at how we got here. Thursday night, a pitcher's duel through 4. Jared Donaldson and Bradford Webb trading zeros, and then Ron Franklin Jr. A double to lead off the top of the 5th. 2 pitches later, Caden Green. The damage coming from the 8 and the 9 hole. Drives in Hot Boy Ron, a little slippery home plate. No harm to the Firefighters center fielder. Stilts ended up stranding a couple runners in scoring position. Cowboy Kyle came in to take over for the lanky legend. Struck out 4 across 2 scoreless innings of relief, including the strikeout of the side in the 6th. Liam Spence with a trick play to close out the 7th. And then the Bananas with a big 3 trick play inning to make sure that through 8, they had a 2 trick play advantage, denying the Firefighters the equalizer point. And Ben Dumb, the 9-out save. Only man to reach was on a trick play missed. It was absolutely dynamic. And tonight, the scoring got going on the wild pitch to bring in Reese Alexiadis, who had reached on a 3-base trick play missed. The Bananas capitalizing on Firefighters' defensive miscues has been the story this evening. The second point scored for the Nanners was on a trick play missed from Liam Spence. That was in the third inning, and a 3-2 victory has us going to showdowns for the series.
Well, there's a world where you almost don't see a showdown series if the Firefighters don't have those missed trick plays. All 3 innings they had missed trick plays. The Bananas earned a point, but it sets us up for showdowns as Lytle ropes this into right field. A hard hit ball that Alexiadis is chasing after.
Lytle around third. Hosley, the relay man. The throw home, not in time. Joe Lytle, a missile to right, shows off the wheels. And the Firefighters strike first in showdowns.
That banana ball absolutely pieced off the bat of Joe Lytle. He gets a little more launch angle. That would have ended the game automatically. Possibly could have left the park instead. Lytle shows off both the power and the speed to get the Firefighters a point here in round 1.
And the plot thickens. Johnny Hummel makes his banana ball playoff debut in showdowns.
The pitch. Strike 3 called, and for the first time, Kentucky is headed to the College World Series.
After a really impressive 4 years at Erskine College, he was the man who got the final out of a regional championship at Kentucky last spring, and 3 showdown shutdowns in 5 opportunities here in his first World Tour.
And the last time he pitched in showdowns, he led the Firefighters to a victory in Yankee Stadium. They are hoping that the man who lives on his cutter slider pitch can deliver them a shot to play in the Tour Championship game next Saturday.
The Bananas' season hopes lie in the hands of their 7-year man, the ever-consistent designated hitter Dan Oberst. 1 for 3 tonight. Noah Bridges, as always, is the fielder for the Firefighters in round 1. And Dan takes a fastball for strike 1. It's fastball, curveball, slider. It's a cuttery slider from Johnny Hummel. As that one blasted all the way to the wall, it's going to go in center. Oberst can fly. He's around second. He's going to be around third. Bridges just gets to the ball. And Dan Oberst keeps the Nanners alive. We're going to round 2.
Who else but the 7-year Banana to force a second round of showdowns? Oberst lives for these moments and barrels the banana ball all the way to the center field wall. By the time Bridges was picking up that ball in center field, Oberst had touched third base. This one, an easy score for Danny Barrels.
Oberst comes up in the clutch. And Danny Hosley, another chance to put up a 0. This time he has no fielder. Those 17 showdown shutdowns in 26 opportunities. A remarkable number. The 7 strikeouts in showdowns, the most in 2025 for any pitcher.
And that's why you see Danny Hosley continue to pitch in showdowns for the Savannah Bananas during the regular season. Again, he led all pitchers on tour with a 27% strikeout rate, and that is certainly the goal for him and Bill Leroy as they face Dalton Cornett.
1-0 to DC3. That ball demolished, deep out to right. Gone! Dalton Cornett sends the Firefighters to the 2025 Banana Ball Tour Championship Final.
championship. How are you feeling?
I don't even have words right now. This is like the greatest moment of baseball history.
Did you know it was gone when it left the bat?
I did not, but I knew I hit it hard. We had a chance, so.
Can you believe this?
I cannot believe it, but the boys are going to the tip.
Go to the fireball now, dude. Unbelievable. Dalton Cornett walking off. Turn the lights out.
With the season on the line, in his 4th World Tour, one of the best hitters in the history of the sport, a laser beam out to right. DC3, after 3 years with the Party Animals. The offensive dynamo all season for the Firefighters comes through in the clutch as the 4 seed upsets the 1 seed. And let's hear from their skipper. For that, we'll go back down to Zach Staten.
Pico, thank you very much. Val, take me through what you just saw. Did you know that was gone when Dalton Cornett swung the bat?
I knew it had a chance. He top spin it, which is not like him, but he had enough to get it over and send us to the championship.
Val, this team won 6 games in the regular season. You are going to the Tour Championship next Saturday. How do you put this weekend into words?
We never stopped believing in ourselves. We out-hit a lot of teams we played, and we out-pitched a lot of teams we played, but we couldn't put it together until now. And we're trending up at the right time. That's all that matters.
To be able to do it like this, in a heroic fashion, to represent Firefighters in the first ever Tour Championship game, for a former firefighter like yourself, what does that mean to you?
Some of the stories write themselves. I can't say enough. One thing I do want to mention, DC, if you haven't figured it out, should be an all-star. He's got my vote. Think about that next time.
I think Val Perez has made her voice very clear. The Firefighters from the 4 seed are going to the Tour. That just doesn't sound real.
It's going to be incredible. Hey, job's not done. We got one more big one against a really tough team, whoever that may be. The job is not done.
Val Perez and I first talked in Richmond. We're going to talk again on Saturday. Val, thank you so much. We'll see you. Go celebrate with your teams. Let's go ahead and check out the brackets, Miko and Josh. I can't believe it. The Firefighters are doing this thing.
Here it is. The Firefighters knock off the #1 overall seed. The series was split a game apiece. And in the second round of showdowns, Cornett, an out-of-the-park home run. The Bananas never even get to swing it in round 2.
Again, we mentioned the Firefighters were 3-1 against the Bananas in showdown tiebreakers during the regular season. Those were all 3 of the wins they collected against the Bananas at all throughout that season series. They are able to come through in showdowns yet again, and it's Dalton Cornett, the hero, the man who hit the first ever home run off of Danny Hosley, gets the home run in showdowns to send them to the championship.
We'd be remiss if we don't get to hear from Jesse Cole after this epic finish, and for that, we'll go down to Sam Bauman.
Pico, Josh, I know he's not at a loss for words, but this might be the closest we could get to that feeling. Jesse, you created the sport of banana ball with the idea of jam-packing, action-packed moments, can't leave the seat moments, and that's what just played out tonight.
It doesn't get any better than that. This team, the Firefighters, they wanted. I don't think anyone would ever pick them to have the upset, but they knew it. They believed it. They were saying that they could do it. And then even losing the game tonight, coming back, and with the showdown finish, we built this game to create those moments, but they capitalized on it. And when the Firefighters just showed us that anybody can win at any point in banana ball, that's what makes this game amazing. You watch the fan response, you see them going crazy. Bananas devastated after an amazing season, but that's what makes this so special. To see this right now before we even go to the Banana Ball Championship League, wow, I am at a loss. I am fired up. I'm so proud of those guys. They deserve it. They worked so hard this year to have this happen. Man, it is special. I can't wait to see them in the final.
Jesse, you talk about adding stakes to this game. The competition has always been real. The entertainment always incredible. But we saw it tonight, as you pointed to, the emotions on both sides of this. What does that speak to the future of this sport? Building in this high-stakes situation?
Well, we're going to find out a lot next week on the selection show and how we're going to add even more to that in the season. But just showing the power of what we saw right here with the Tour Championship, with it going down not to a typical third game. We don't play typical extra innings. We do showdowns. We don't say just another game. We're going to make it come down one-on-one, pitcher versus hitter. Who's going to win? Man, I'm fired up because when you first build this, when you first create this, you only have a vision of what it can become. And to see what has happened this fast before we even get into the league, man, I can't even believe what's going to come in the years. And I'm just so excited, so proud of them. You know, even the Bananas and watching them, I mean, the emotions, and it hurts. It hurts after the season they had and the finish they had to get the #1 seed. But that's what happens. Like in any game, you never know what's going to happen until the last inning. And now adding the trick plays that can change the game. And now you never know what's going to happen. A 4 seed versus a 1 seed. Wow, I can't imagine what this final is going to look like.
Guys, Jesse Cole, like maybe we've never seen him before in a game that we have never witnessed before. Biko, Josh, put a bow on it.
Thank you, SB. Sounds like a plan. My man, always great to hear from Jesse, especially after a legendary moment like that. The 4 seed, the Firefighters, are headed to the Tour Championship. The only thing we know is they will be the away team. It will either be against the 2 seed, the Party Animals, or the 3 seed, the Texas Tailgaters, who play tomorrow afternoon at 3 p.m. Or check that, make it 1 p.m. Eastern. That would be 3 p.m. Mountain Time? Mountain Time.
Yes.
For the people out there. Awesome. Terrific. Welcome back up with Josh Chalevsky, Biko Scala. Thank you for spending your Saturday night with us here in virtual Banana Land. One of the greatest finishes we have ever seen. I cannot wait to see what happens tomorrow afternoon. The Party Animals had a pretty dominating 5-2 win over the Tailgaters last night right here in Grayson. But the Gators brought the tying run up to the dish in that top of the 9th inning. There was a lot of excitement in that dugout. They feel like they found some momentum to build on tomorrow afternoon. We'll see if they can force showdowns to decide the series as well.
Look, with every run counting for a point in the 9th inning and showdown tiebreakers as well, you just never know what's going to happen in a banana ball game. It is going to be super exciting to see what the Tailgaters and Party Animals bring tomorrow. And what a moment for the Firefighters and especially Dalton Cornett, a World Tour player since 2022, paid a lot of dues with the Party Animals, got to become a leader on this Firefighter squad in his first season. And they didn't have a lot of pop from any lefties a season ago. They add in Cornett, and he was everything that they needed him to be. And in the biggest moment, their best offensive player from 2025 stepped up and delivered them a chance to win a championship.
Can't script it any better for all the Firefighters fans out there. For the Bananas, they had the best record in the regular season, a really terrific 2025, a heartbreaking way to close out this season. But they lost. If you're going to lose anyway, death by barrel, as Michael Deeb would say, is the way to go out. And do not miss the Tour Championship. We cannot wait to be on the call next Saturday night. It will be the Firefighters against either the Party Animals or the Tailgaters right here on True TV, HBO Max, and the Banana Ball YouTube channel. That will get going at 7 p.m. Eastern. And of course, as Jesse mentioned down there, even before that, this coming Thursday night on ESPN2, ESPN Plus, Disney Plus, still here on the Banana Ball YouTube channel, we will unveil the entire 2026 Banana Ball schedule. So this is quite possibly the craziest 14 days in our young sports history.
I mean, so many exciting things are going on in the banana ball world right now. This game obviously just added to it. Again, fantastic win for the Firefighters, and now, even as the 4 seed, they've got that opportunity to win the inaugural Tour Championship.
Huge shout out to our entire crew. They did a remarkable job tonight. Our folks in the control room, directed by Chad Reese. Everybody out here in Grayson Stadium, our camera operators, absolutely tremendous. Our executive producer tonight, Keegan Woods. For Josh Chalevsky, our boys down on the field, Zach Staten and Sam Bauman. I'm Biko Scala saying so long for now. The Firefighters lost Game 2 3-2. They win the series showdowns 3-1 off the out-of-the-park home run in round 2 from the legend, Dalton Cornett. Can't wait to see what happens tomorrow between the Tailgaters and Party Animals. Until then, we will see you later! GC3!